a while on the local lead generation stuff that I do here on YouTube. If you are a member of the local lead generation workshop, my local lead gen mastery workshop, okay, the workshop is about to get an overhaul. So you should be receiving an email in about a week and a half, maybe even up to 2 weeks. But we are updating some content. We're going to do a revamping of the workshop. The workshop is currently up to date. I always keep it up to date, but we are going to be doing some things because the landscape has changed and strategies have changed. Okay, if you are not a member of the local lead generation workshop, not a member of localleadgeneration.com, or actually I should say it is localleadmastery.com. Tonight is going to be the last day that you can get that workshop for $97. After that, I'm moving it to $197. And for those of you who have been in the workshop and we've interacted for a while, you know that it was 27, then I went to 47, then 67, then 97. Now I'm going to go to 197. And if you've gone through the workshop, you know that there are people who are selling $10,000 courses that don't really teach you the stuff that's in there at the simplicity that's in there, so you can start to get leads for your small business. So I'm going to be giving you a little quick overview of what's changing. However, again, you're going to get an email from me if you're in the workshop, and it's going to cover everything. And I'm also going to be doing a private live for you guys to go over whatever thing that you guys have questions on, etc. So locallymastery.com. Okay, this is the workshop. At the core, the entire workshop is designed to help you with one simple lead generation ad. This is the same ad that we use when we set up our management clients. Okay, so it's designed to get you up and running fast if you're a local home service business. And we set up our ads exactly like this, except that this workshop allows you to kind of DIY it if you don't have the budget to hire out a marketing agency. So what's going to change for you guys who are in the workshop and those who pick it up is going to be offer creation. You're still going to get that. However, I'm going to be beefing this up, and I'm going to be including all the examples that we use right now, which are very non-traditional, by the way. You're going to be surprised to know that this is different than what everyone else is doing, to get better results from this, including the templates that we use. But also, not only are you gonna, I'm gonna walk you through creating great offers, but I'm gonna show you what's working for us. And we're gonna be revamping this lead form in here. At the core, though, the main content is gonna be short and sweet, like it is right now. You can watch it in about 45 minutes, and you can be up and running in one afternoon generating leads. Okay. Everything else in the workshop is a bonus, really. And I'm going to be revamping the bonus section as well, because there's some things on the automations that have changed, some things on the Facebook rules that have changed, so you guys don't get your accounts banned, along with a few other items. One thing that is going to probably get reworked again, and we're in the editing stages, is going to be messenger ads, because I get a lot of information on messenger ads, and I already included in the workshop, but we've done extensive testing on these as well, and there's a new way that we like to run these so that we can get better results for our clients. I'm going to include it in there as well. The other portion of the workshop that's going to get revamped is going to be high level for normal people. That means that all the marketing jargon and all the complication stuff that you guys see with high level, I literally remove it and I give you exactly what you need. So you're going to get our A2P DLC registration process for toll-free numbers and for regular numbers that really has I think I've only had registration fail once, and that was because their business website wasn't like what it was, right? So I'm going to revamp this to make things even easier for you guys to understand, including giving you the snapshot that I use for all my local home service companies when we're running lead ads and messenger ads, so that you guys can convert those leads a lot faster. The other thing that's going to be going up in here that's not in here right now is going to be conversion ads. I get a lot of questions around like, oh, are lead ads the only thing that you run, or messenger ads? Primarily, our core strategy is Facebook lead ads and messenger ads because they work really well. But on occasion, you're going to want to set up a lead ad. So I'm going to show you how we set up our lead ads with the lead ad funnel, and you guys can have that so you can use it in your local home service business. Okay. So if you don't have it yet, this is where you go. Just go to localleadmastery.com, and you can kind of see, all the businesses that we've run ads for, etc., yada yada yada. Go ahead and check it out. At this point, so here's an example. For example, like this one is for like a concrete epoxy company. We just started 7 days using the exact same setup. And there are 10 leads right now, okay, at 1768, and the guy's already converted. two of those into customers. Okay. At this point, this workshop we have. I'm going to answer your question, Alex. I'll answer your question here in a second. Let me kind of go through some things first. So, again, the workshop is going to include all the things that I just mentioned. I'm going to be updating that. If you already have it, you don't need to do anything else. That's going to be included for you. There's nothing else to purchase or nothing like that. But if you don't have it, like I said, it's going to go to 197 tonight, and then after that, that's going to be what it is. If not, more than that. At this point, there are probably close to 1,000 people who have gone through the workshop. Everything from CPAs to carpentry guys who built fences, fence repair, guys who are doing concrete pours, pool decking, pool stained concrete, guys who are doing garage floor epoxy, pool builders, roofing guys, chiropractors, stem cell clinics. There are people who are doing full kitchen cabinet resurfacing, commercial residential painters. There are people who have gone through this process, who are doing everything from driving, cleaning to junk removal and above, all across the country. The exact same process that we use to keep things simple. Okay, so Alexander says, can I ask you about high level? I'm stuck with a calendar. Is it possible to put appointment times manually and duration manually also for recruiting appointments? It has options every day. Yes, so yeah, you can schedule in there manually, and there's actually several high level calendars now that have been released. One is for service based businesses where you can put reoccurring kind of things, and the other one's for like a group training class, and those are like reoccurring training slots as well. So you can even, I think, specify like if you are going to max it out at like 15 appointments per the same slot, then you can do that. And I know this is possible because we have done this for like a baseball team where the coaches have specific slots, but they can book 2 or 3 kids or maybe a handful of lessons at once, right? Like a group session, and they can do that every single day. So that's possible in there. Um, Over a week, that is not useful. Every project has different times and duration. High level does not have it. So what are you trying to do? Okay, so hey, reach out, Alexander. Reach out to me. I know that you are in the workshop. So reach out to me, send me an email, and let's see if we can help you kind of analyze that, and look into a little bit further. That way, you get a little bit more hands-on approach that you're looking for there. But yeah, anyhow, the workshop for you guys is pretty clean and straight to the point. It's not no BS, no garbage. I'm pretty straightforward with everybody. Uh, the strategy that's in there is the one that we use, and we really don't kind of deviate from that. But there are on occasion when we do that. Thank you. I'm trying to reach you on Instagram, but looks like it's spam. It might be in spam. Let me check, and then I will also send you the. I will send you. I will check my spam folder. If not, go back to the workshop and kind of see where. Send me a friend request on Instagram, and then let's see if that kind of fixes that, and we'll connect with you. Going to follow, interesting. I'm a little late to the stream here. I have a home building rental company. I want to build a system out to build leads for my local area. Is that the scope? Yes, 100%. That's basically it. So we work with a lot of home service companies, like I said, everything from guys who are doing pools to building, all that stuff. And our approach is super simple. I am not a firm believer that you need to have 300 different variations of some sort of complicated funnel system. Business at the core is fundamentally easy. You have something for sale that's of great value. You get it in front of a bunch of people with a good offer. If they raise their hand, you have a conversation with them. If they like you, if the value is there, if you guys are the perfect fit, then you end up doing business together. So the workshop really is around how we use and perfect the lead ads in order to do this the right way. So it covers like all the fundamentals, including how to create great offers. But the new iteration of the workshop that's about to come out, for everyone who's got it, I'm going to be actually showing you the text that I put in the ads, and you'll see like it's very different than what you guys are used to seeing, almost to the point that I think some people don't think it works, but it works extremely well. Um, um, Thank you, Alexander, for that, for the kind words. But yes, again, the other thing that's updated that I think is going to be super important is going to be the high level stuff. In 2024 and beyond, and I actually did a poll on my Instagram account of how many people actually pick up phone numbers from like unknown numbers, right? And I think it was over like 58% or something like that don't actually pick up the numbers. And most of the people that I'm connected with on Instagram are business owners. So those people usually pick up calls from unknown numbers because they have to, their business relies on it. But as a consumer, very rarely are you picking up a call from an unknown number. So this is where the automations come in, specifically text message automations, where you have to follow up with people. So in the workshop, I kind of revamped the way we've done things in the past, added a bunch of disqualifiers in there, along with things like phone verification. So you're not trying to text people who give you fake phone numbers and fake information, etc. Um, you can YouTube is fine. YouTube is really kind of the hub for me. I know that I post on Instagram and TikTok and all these other places, but YouTube and the long form content is really where I I try to at the very least show up consistently for you guys. Um, and I think this is where kind of most of my clients end up finding me anyways, YouTube and some of our own ads. But um, that's gonna be it. I did want to tell y'all that as far as like lead generation goes for home service businesses, the process is really not that complicated. The thing that I think most people ignore or get hung up on is that there are people on the internet who want to overcomplicate this lead generation process. And I think the reason they want to overcomplicate lead generation for home service businesses is because ultimately they benefit from you being confused and you being overcomplicated, right? So at the core, it's very simple. And that's exactly what the workshop shows. If any of you have ever taken it, you know that usually within a week you start to see results unless you haven't followed it, right? If you don't follow the steps, you're like, oh man, I didn't see this. And then usually some people reach out and I'll go back and say, let me see what you've done. And I can clearly see that they've deviated from what I've showed them to do. And I only show it this way because it's the simplest form and it's what we do for our clients as well. So, um, any questions around industries that we've done? We get quite few of those. Does this work for A, B, C, and D? It does work for all these different industries. We've even generated B2B business using the exact same principles in the workshop. But at this point, like I said before, we've done work with guys who do gutter cleaning, gutter installation, gutter guards, guys who do garage epoxy flooring, guys who do concrete resurfacing, concrete stain overlays, guys who are doing full renos, tub to bath remodeling, full bathroom remodeling, kitchen remodeling, countertop guys, LVT flooring, carpet dudes, guys who are doing pest control. I mean, all kinds of industry. Ultimately, your sales process is the same. Um, the automations are key, not just for Facebook ads, but for also Google ads. If you guys are running Google ads, you have to be able to text those people um, instantly. The workshop is pre-recorded actually, so it's basically the exact same process we use when we bring on clients. We do it in a very systematic way, and how we set up ads is identical for every client. Obviously, the ad copy varies. Obviously, the creative varies, but the process of what we do, the type of ads that we pick, etc., are all the same. And there is a link somewhere, localleadmastery.com. I'll leave it in the description where you guys can go check it out. Um, and I keep it up to date. So as things change, I always update things. Kind of how we're doing stuff. Okay. The only time something doesn't update is if we're not making a change. So there may be like a feature on Facebook or something that has changed, or a way of doing it that has changed, and we haven't tested it enough. We don't have enough campaigns running. So I'm not going to update that just because it's a brand new change right now without me knowing that things are going to work properly, right? So everything that's in there is really kind of the way we run our campaigns. um I didn't really plan for anything here as far as like going over anything. I could show you guys if you want to see some. Let me see if I can pull up an account and show you what we've done using this method. So let me see. Okay, so this account that I'm going to show you guys is really kind of an overarching. This is kind of a unique situation because these folks, they do a little bit of everything. They're a full remodel company, and so they literally do a bunch of services, kitchen remodel. I mean, just a bunch of things, right? Um, and um, and here is something I'm going to show you. Okay, so check it out. So we are February, last 30 days. All right, February 25th through March 25th, 2024. We don't have data for today right now. So last 30 days, we're going to update this. Yes, it does work for painting companies. Okay, so I'm going to show y'all. We've got a bunch of different assets running in here because we've got a bunch of different campaigns. So I'm going to kind of go through all these, right? Um, and as you can see, we have some retargeting campaigns, but the ones that you see here are going to be the conversion ones. So last 30 days, okay, you just saw this last 30 days, all right? This one right here that you see, 111 leads, that is for painting. That is for a commercial residential painting campaign, okay? Um, at about 14.98 a pop, right? These guys convert at about 20%, and they're converting at about 20% because they have the automations plugged in there. Okay, this one here is for this is a retargeting one. Okay, so this is a retargeting campaign, a little bit higher, but the leads are a little bit hotter because they've seen the stuff several times. This one here that you see here, this one at 46 leads, I'm not going to show you like the names and stuff because client privacy and stuff, but this one at 46 leads is for kitchen cabinet resurfacing. All right, so cabinet resurfacing and repainting at 15 bucks per lead. This other one that you see here, that one is vinyl flooring. Okay, this one is gonna be like things like vinyl flooring installation or the tile is the tile, that porcelain tile that looks like wood. They do that. That's balled in there as well. So that's 23 bucks per lead for those right there. These are retargeting campaigns. So this is what we use to actually build authority in a local space and to let people get people aware of your stuff. This one's brand new. This is for you can see the date right there, right? Brand new, March 11th. This one is for exterior painting right there. So one is interior, okay? And then we broke it up with exterior painting because we wanted to segment a little bit more of those right there. All right, so this company actually has a ton of other campaigns that run really well, and the way these campaigns are set up are exactly, now we manage this client obviously, right? So we manage this, but how we set these up is exactly how I show you over the shoulder how to set them up in the workshop. The difference is that when we manage clients, they're paying us a retainer fee for us to keep an eye on this, continue to optimize and do all the things that we need to do on the back end to help them convert more. When you're doing it yourself, you're basically kind of DIYing that and you're spending that time doing it yourself, okay? That's the biggest difference. The workshop is usually for folks who don't really have a marketing budget to have it, hire out, okay? So let me kind of go through another one here. You guys can kind of see this one. Okay, this one, we are a completely separate client. We're looking for 30 days update rolling. All right, we have one here, 40 leads at 18 bucks, garage floor and epoxy. Okay, and this guy converts like at 38%. Like he's insane, right? But the automations do help with a lot of the system stuff. Um, another one that's kind of, let me go in here. This one is going to be, I'll show you guys for other smaller services like dryer vent cleaning, AC duct cleaning, etc. Um, we have this one last 30 days, okay? Uh, 31 at 21, 10 on the lead form at about 30. And again, we look through these and we kind of fluctuate and kind of adjust different things as they kind of go along the lines of, the month and everything. But like, for example, this guy right here, like he closes like ridiculous amounts, like almost, I would say 1 out of 2, 1 out of 3 he's closing. And that's because of how we set up the automations on some of these campaigns, okay? So, um, so yeah, so those are just a couple of the people that we're working with. Obviously, there's quite a bunch, right? Like We try to manage like 50 accounts usually like per month. Um, but that is it. Locallymastery.com is the site, or you can just I think it's linked in the YouTube thing, but I will link it in the description of the video if you guys want to snag that as well, just so you guys can see. So again, I think for those of you who have done it, like who have gone through the workshop, I really appreciate it. I know that you guys have gotten results. If you've ever reached out to me, you know that I'm pretty flexible and try to respond to everyone as best I can. Um, and if there's any questions that you guys have, if you watch this, leave them in the comment section. I'll get to them. I try to get to as many people as I possibly can, usually almost everyone. There are times where I can't see, like somebody left a comment for some reason, like I can see it on my phone, but when I go to try to respond, YouTube, the comment's not there, like it's hidden or something, and I haven't been able to figure out on YouTube how to unlock that. And so that has created some problems in the past, but usually people can reach me. Usually they can send me an email or follow me on Instagram. I'll link all my stuff down below so you guys can see it as well. All right, so I think that's kind of it. I'll try to do some more lives, but they're going to be planned. So that way people have an opportunity to kind of schedule them out and jump on these, because I have a feeling you guys like that. And the last couple that I did, I got some pretty good feedback on people saying like, "Hey, I like them. I just wish I would have known ahead of time so I could jump on." So I'm gonna try to do that for you guys. And then, as usual, any questions, you guys know how to reach me. Feel free to reach me on Instagram or leave them here in the comments, and I'll reach out to them. But Instagram probably is gonna be better if you're trying to reach me one on one, just because things get lost here on the comment section. Cool. So I'll see you guys. You'll have a great